If you have created a new account on eBay or your account is already get banned, then this is the video for you to watch. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to protect your new account. Your account won't get banned because this is a step-by-step process, and a lot of new eBay sellers have no idea how to really protect your account. And also on the top of that, I'm gonna give you multiple solutions if your account is already banned. And the solution is not just to go ahead and create a new account, because that account will get banned as well if you will not understand what's the reason behind it. There are the technical reasons behind it as well. So before any delay, let's get started. My name is Zain Shah. I've been selling on eBay and Amazon from past 12 years, and I have a multiple accounts to sell on eBay and Amazon. And in past 12 years, I never had any warning on my account, and I never had any of my account getting banned as well. So because I do the things when I create the new account, and those are the things which I'm going to talk about in this video. So the first point is, once you create a new account on eBay, keep in mind that account will not have any kind of feedback. So the first thing is to get some sort of feedback in a step number 1. Now, obviously, you can get the feedback as a buyer, and you can also get the feedback as a seller as well. So I don't recommend listing anything, especially the new item, once your account is new for 21 days. Keep this in mind, and if you have a pen and paper, I suggest taking notes as well. So for 21 days, do not list anything on your account, new or used one, both of them. For 21 days, what you need to do, buy 3 or 4 cheaper items. It can be any 99p item, probably something that you wanna buy online anyway. I recommend buying that product from eBay. Once you buy something, then the seller can leave you feedback as well. So the number like in front of your username, like 0, will change into 1, 2 or 3, because that number represents how much feedback you have on your account. Once you buy something from any seller and you leave them a feedback first, like feedback as a buyer, most of the time they have this automatic system that as soon as you leave the feedback to them, they will leave the feedback to you as well. But if they don't leave you feedback, then you can request them to leave the feedback. It is completely within eBay terms and conditions. Just don't ask them to leave you positive feedback. Just ask them to leave you feedback, because a seller, they cannot leave a negative feedback to buyer anyway. So you don't have to worry about getting a negative feedback. This is your first thing. But if you're someone who already have an account, let's say you haven't created a new account, you probably have an account, you know, a year old, 2 year old, and you have some feedback already. In that case, you do not need to wait 21 days, but you will have to follow the things which I will tell you in a step number 2. But for the new account, you wait for 21 days and then you get some feedback. I will recommend getting 3 or 4 feedback as a buyer. And after 21 days, this is a step number 2, which will apply to someone who have a new account or who have an old account as well. So in a step number 2, I will not list a new item on eBay. And the reason for that, because sometimes we are doing drop shipping, or probably even if it's a new item, then we probably don't have an invoice for that as well. So for the first or second sale, it is highly likely that eBay will ask you for invoices as well. So that's the reason I recommend listing something which is used. So I have these pencils right here. If you look inside your drawers, wardrobe, you can probably list used clothes, something that you no longer need anyway. Like for example, this spoon right here, a lot of people know why we use this spoon as well. So, you know, so if you are planning to sell something that you no longer use, then I recommend listing that item first. So just in case if the eBay will ask you for the invoice, you can simply say, okay, well, this is the item that I bought it long time ago, and I've been using it and I no longer need this item. So that's the reason I'm selling this item. So the point here is not to really make profit out of the products that you're selling. You don't need those products anyway. So once you sell something and you get some feedback and it's a used item, and the eBay won't ask you for the invoices, your payment will come through as well. So your account will be up and running. So this is something that you're gonna have to do in a second step. So in the third step, I recommend do not list more than 5 items. And obviously, once you're doing drop shipping, you have access to a catalog from your drop shipping supplier. I will only list 5 items. I will wait for 10 days minimum, and I will see which one of the items are getting some sort of sales. I will keep those. Let's say 3 of them are getting some sort of sales, 2 of them are not getting any sale. I will remove 2 of them and then I will replace with something else. So the point which I'm trying to make here, the first 5 items, you need to get some sort of sales on them before you list item number 6. So let's say you have listed 5 items and they are getting sales in 10 days. Then you can go ahead and list 5 other items and repeat the same process. Like, do not list more items unless now you are getting the sales on every single item that you have on your account. So do not really full your eBay account with the dead listings which are not getting any sort of views. Then it will be very obvious to eBay that you are just, trying to list multiple items and you are clearly doing drop shipping. So in this case, they will ask you for the invoices as well. So I recommend first list 5 and then take it from there as well. So let's say we have done everything which I just told you and your account got banned anyway. Like, if you do what I'm telling you, 99% of the time your account won't get banned. But you are somebody who probably didn't watch this video before and you have created a new account and your account got banned anyway. What you can do in this case? So first of all, I will not create a new account. I will get in touch with eBay customer services. There are a lot of people on Fiverr, on Instagram. They offer account opening services. Account opening services in the sense that once your account is banned, then they will get in touch with eBay on your behalf and they will try to get your account back. If you can afford it, obviously you can hire those people on a Fiverr. If it doesn't work, you don't have to pay them money anyway. But if you're somebody who can talk to eBay by yourself, then I will call them. Do not tell them that you are doing drop shipping. Even if you're doing drop shipping, you need to tell them, like, I'm trying to sell the item which I just have inside my house. They are used item and I'm gonna be listing those items as well, because they're gonna be asking you, do you have the stock to sell already? And what kind of stock is that? And what kind of supplier you are using? Do you have invoices for that? You don't need to get into this discussion. Just tell them, I have some stuff inside my house. I need to get rid of that stuff. And that's the reason I'm trying to sell on eBay. But sometimes they will say, okay, your account is permanently banned already. So what you can do in that case, because first of all, I said I will not create a new account. The technical reason behind it, because if you will create a new account, eBay have your IP address every time. Once we browse on the internet, every single device have a dedicated number. Let's say we call it an IP address. So if you try to create another account using the same device and using the same internet connection, then eBay will know that you are the one who is trying to create an account as well. Most of the time, they don't try to match the details. This is an automated system, and in automated system, they will just try to match your IP address. So the solution for that is to use some sort of anti-detect browser. What I'm talking about is you can use something like GoLogin. So GoLogin, I will put the link for them inside the description as well. So GoLogin is a anti-detect browser for creating and running multiple accounts, like on eBay, Amazon, TikTok, Facebook. For example, some people run Facebook ads and TikTok ads as well, so their account got banned. So that's the reason if you want to run multiple account, and the point here is to use a different IP address for each and every account. You don't want to use one IP address for every account, especially if that IP is blacklisted already. So you can create a separate profile as well, and you can give access to multiple teams at the same time. The way it works here, I'm quickly gonna log in. You can download GoLogin for Mac, Linux, Windows, everything. So the way it works is you can go inside the GoLogin and you can create a multiple profile. So for example, if I need to create a profile here, I can pick a location, United Kingdom, and then if I start the profile, I can open a multiple websites and you will be able to see that I can open a different account right here. I can also create another profile. For example, if I create another profile and I run that one, then obviously this is another one. I can use a different profile inside the GoLogin. I will put the link for GoLogin inside the description as well. So the point here that you wanna use a computer or you wanna use an internet connection. A computer, it can be mobile phone as well. It can be like a different Wi-Fi connection. You can just simply buy probably a new mobile phone, put a new SIM card inside, and that will have another IP address. But the thing is, if you are creating a multiple account, it's not easier to have that multiple devices as well. So with something like anti-detect browser, we can create a different profiles and we can run different accounts at the same time. So once your account is banned, I will recommend to make sure that you use a different device and you use a different IP address. You can buy a new device or you can use something like anti-detect browser as well. So once you create a new account, again, you're gonna have to follow that 21 days rule. With 21 days, get some sort of feedback and then you have to take it from there. First, I will get in touch with eBay customer services. If they can do it, then there's an option to get in touch somebody on the Fiverr as well. So if you wanna know something more that I probably haven't covered in this video, feel free to ask me inside the comments. So I have a step-by-step course to sell on eBay. I have a great testimonials for it as well. I'm gonna put the link for that inside the description. Make sure you check that out because that truly can be life-changing. The link for everything that I have mentioned is inside the description.